Welcome Year 9 students. We're carrying on looking at the Review C. Today we're looking between question 16 and 30. I've selected some to do. Number 16, we've got to find the inverse of the function 7x minus 5. So first of all, we're going to write it y is equal to 7x minus 5. We're going to apply our little wand. We swap over our x and y. Because that's what an inverse function is, the input is becomes the output becomes the input. Okay, and then we're going to rearrange. So x plus 5 is equal to 7y. So y is equal to x plus 5, whoops, a daisy, x plus 5 all over 7. And then the last step is we're going to write that in function notation. So we'd write it like this, x plus 5 all over 7. Okay, now the second thing that we've got to do is we've got to put 18 into the inverse function. So you can see that we're going to go 18 plus 5, which is 23, divided by 7. So for that we're going to get 23 over 7 would be the answer. I guess we could say it's like 3 and 2/7 or something. That would be fine. I think that's all fine there. Just do a quick check. X plus 5 is around 7. Yep, I'm pretty happy with that. 18, 20. Yep, fine. Okay, number 17. Okay, I'm not going to write all of this out, but to describe a reflection, you've got to give the equation of the mirror line. To do a rotation, you've got to give the center of rotation and the angle of rotation. I think they've got the coordinates of the rotation here. So there's three things. There's the center of rotation, the angle of rotation, and the direction of rotation. For a translation, you're going to give the vector of translation like this, A, B. That's pretty hard to see. A vector like this, A, B, where the top is horizontal, the bottom is the vertical. And for an enlargement, you give the coordinates of the center of enlargement, and then you give the scale of enlargement. So hopefully you remembered all of that. Now let's move on. We're looking at, and I'm not going to do all of this. I'm just going to do A. So we've got this money and we want to know the simple interest rate on the loan. So we know that our formula is I is equal to PRT divided by 100. Now, if we apply what we've got here, we've got the principal. This is the loan. The person borrowed this money. Their rate of interest is 10.5. The time that they had it is for 6 years. And if we divide that by 100, we should get our interest. Now, when I chuck that into my calculator, what do I get? 6 times 10.5 times 17,500 divided by 100. That looks to me to be about $11,025 of interest. I hope I got that right. It sounds about right. Okay, not percentage, dollars. Wake up, Larry. Okay, now the next thing here, we're trying to find the probability of the getting a green. Now these are the only balls that are in this bag that we're picking out. So obviously we're just going to go 1, and we're going to take away 1/8. We're going to take away 2/5. And we're going to take away 3/10, and obviously you might want to make sure that you convert everything into probably 40ths here, and this will give you, when you do that, it should be 7/40ths. Once you take away from 1, which is certainty, you've got to take away that, and that. Okay, for number 21, I'm only going to do, let me see what looks like it could be the hardest one. I'm going to do B. I'm going to do 21B. We want the whole number form. So we've got 1/3 to 2/5. And I can see, why don't I just times everything by 15? Because if I times the first one by 15, it'll become 15 over 3. And if I times the second one, it'll become 30 over... Oh, sorry, that's not entirely what I meant. Sorry. Wake up. I'm a bit tired. Okay. If we make them into 15ths, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's make them into 15ths. So this will be 5/15, and this will be 6 15ths. Okay, I think that's right. And now we can times by 15. I'm just waking up here. So that should be a 5 to 6. So look at if there's a common denominator that you can change them into. And once you've got them in the common denominator, then you can times by the denominator to get rid of it, leaving you with a simplified ratio there. Okay, number 20. Let's get rid of that. Push that over there. Let's just delete it. Okay, the next one, we want to find the total area of the shape. Well, I hope you can see that it is made up of a rectangle. So the rectangle is going to be 45. So area is equal to 45 times 20. And then you can also see that we have half a circle here and half a circle here. So in total, we've got a whole circle, which is pi r squared. Now, what is r? Well, if this here is the diameter, which it is, then the radius must be 10. So we chuck this all into our calculator. And I'm getting 1214, or if I went to 3 significant figures, I would get 1210 centimeters squared. I think that's right. 100 pi plus 45 times 20. Yeah, that's good. Okay, Shama buys some phones at $48 each, and she sells them for a profit. What's your percentage profit? Okay, so the rule for this is percentage profit is equal to the profit divided by original cost and multiplied by 100. Okay, that's what we're doing here. So let's see. We go $69.60, take away the $48 that she bought them at, and that gives me $21.60 that she's making a profit on each one. Good on her. Pop that over the 48 times it by 100, and this should give us 45% profit. So that's pretty good. Okay, second to last one for the day. We're going to look at exchange rates. So I can exchange $250. So we'll make this dollars, 250, and then we can exchange it into euros for 195 euros. Okay, and then we want to go for A. We want to get from $200 to euros, and then for part B, we want to get from 390 euros. Okay, so how are we getting here? This is the one we want, and this is the one we want. Okay, so the first step in these is to go, all right, how do I get from here to here? So you can go 250 divided by 195, and that means that I'm dividing by 1.28 blah 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 blah. Don't round it, because you're going to need the full thing to get this right. So to get from 200, I'm going to go 200 divided by that answer, and that divided by this, right? And it'll give me $156. Now, to go this way, I'm going to times by that 1.28, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So I go 390 times by that answer, and I get $500. Okay? So that's how you do those ones. Big thing, don't round your numbers. Save it in your calculator, like save it as A or something, and then use the unrounded number. Finally, today we have the price of a reconditioned car being $45,000. And how much will Carl pay for the car if all sales are subject to a 15% sales tax? So if he's got to pay a sales tax on top of that, we're going to times it by 115%. Excuse me, 115%. And that should give the cost of the car with the sales tax included, which is $51,750. Thank you very much. Okay, B. Carl's payment if there's a 7% cash discount. Woo! On the price that includes the sales tax. Okay, so we're going to take the price which has got the sales tax in it, and because Carl is a smart man, he has saved up cash, and he's going to pay cash. I think I've stuffed up my number here. So that means that the price is now not quite as expensive. He gets 7% off. So we're going to times it by, what's 100 take away 7? So it's 93%. So let's go ahead and times that by 0.93 or 93%. And now it is $48,000. That's why you save up $127, and 50 cents. Good on you, Carl. Okay, C. If the car depreciates at a rate of 20,000 per year from the price including the sales tax, so we're going to start with this one, how much will it be worth after 1 year? Okay, so we take the original price, the 51,750, and we depreciate it, which means it goes down in value by 20%. So instead of being 100% of its price, it's now going to be 80%. 100 take away 20 is 80, and this will give us 51,750 times 0.8, 41,400 after a year. Okay, well that's all I have for you today. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you've got any questions, and take care.